What's up, guys? Last time you saw this truck, it looked completely different, and since that video, this thing has gone through a transformation. And not only that, Colby decided to send it, and he's gonna compete in the Island Cup, which, if you don't know, is an extreme off-roading competition right here in Vancouver Island. And Stacy and I are gonna be media. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so cool. And Colby's built his truck, he's competing, and we're gonna show you what he's done to his rig so that he's ready to compete. So there's clearly some obvious changes that you've noticed, like the 37s and Dirty Life beadlocks and the cage. But there's some other really cool things that Colby's been up to that we're gonna check out. Why did you decide to compete in the Island Cup?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. So like, and you did, this was like last minute. It's not like you've been planning this for a long time. It was like,
no,
2 weeks?
10 days ago.
10 days ago.
10, 12 days ago.
Colby decided he was going to compete in the most extreme off-road competition in BC, at least, probably in Western Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll go into details on like what the Island Cup is actually all about. But let's talk about some of the stuff that you've done to this thing. Because the first thing you did before you were going to compete is put the badass 37s on.
Yeah.
So what are they?
37-inch Nitto trail grapplers and 17-inch Dirty Life beadlocks.
Sick, and they look gangster.
Yeah, they're friggin' heavy.
But they keep you rolling, and they sure keep the tire on well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important on a Toyota to have wheels and tires that are more expensive than the actual truck.
Oh yeah.
That's the biggest flex. It's like the truck, yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you did the T case.
Yeah, the 4.7 T case gear set.
So a 4.7 Marlin or trail gear. 4.7 trail gear.
Yeah. T
case reduction gears. Yeah. How was that install? Was it pretty straightforward?
Yeah, it took me like a day ish.
Yeah.
But yeah,
pull the tranny, put in the new gears.
Yeah, I had a spare T case, so I built it all on the bench and then put it in and swapped them out, and yeah, it worked good.
You noticed a big difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Big difference. World difference.
Yeah. So like
complete game changer.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So like one 4.7 T case in the rear is like almost the same as having duals with stock cases.
Very close.
He's like, I have like 110 to 1 crawl ratio, and yours is like 100 to 1.
Yeah, so it's 98 like, to 1 or something.
Yeah, so it's like very marginal difference.
Yeah.
For a lot less. You don't have to change your drive shaft angles, or your drive shafts, I mean.
Yeah, in first gear it's 98 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, so that's sweet.
Yeah, I did it single case with 4.7s, so I didn't have to change the drive shafts.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's not just the price of the duals, it's everything that's associated with it.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't have to change cross members, didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. And then, you knew you wanted to cage it.
Yeah, I've wanted to cage it for a while.
Yeah.
Ever since I crunched the cab on the other side.
Oh yeah, in this clip.
I don't know, babe, how much do you like? Lock your door. Oh!
In the last video.
I think we all ultimately want to cage. You know, once you start wheeling the hard trails, you just like want to try more lines.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like the inevitable evolution of a 4-wheel drive
Toyota.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the inevitable.
Yeah. So cage, I had my friend Ryan, who used to own Carnage Fab.
Yeah.
And he banged out the cab portion of the cage. I did the front, and I will be doing all the rear stuff.
It looks wicked. You did a wicked job. We'll get some sweet shots of this, but like everything is like super symmetrical, parallel. I love that you hit it in the fender.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, it's not 100% done, but it is tight.
Yeah, a little buttoning up to do still, but I mean,
yeah,
it just looks so clean like this.
Yeah, and I can still drive it on the street.
You can drive it on the street, and you know, if you wanted to go bang up some trails, you could literally just whip this fender off.
Yeah, exactly. Or wrinkle it.
Or just wrinkle it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not opposed to wrinkling fenders.
Yeah, and you kept it tight. You went really tight.
Yeah, it's touching the cab in a few spots, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's okay.
I am gonna like run little strips of 1/8 inch and actually tie it into.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be one solid unit.
Yeah. no going back.
No going back. No. This cab is permanent.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Until I cut it all off and build a buggy.
Yeah.
Because that will happen eventually.
Yeah, that'll be the K-swap buggy.
Yeah.
Trans
Well,
axle.
I don't know. I got a 3RZ now, so.
Right. Yeah, but that's not going in before Island Cup.
No, I got 4 days.
4 days.
4 days until that.
And the other big trick you pulled out of the bag was your steering.
Hydro assist.
Hydro assist.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys don't know, hydro assist is it's been like a dream mod of mine for ages, because without it, you're stuck up against a rock in so many scenarios, and you literally can't turn. Can't turn. You can't turn until you're actually driving, and sometimes you can't drive.
Yeah. Normally you got to play the dance with the clutch on and off and rock the thing back and
Yeah,
forth
just to get a little bit of turn.
Yeah.
It's major pain in the ass. So like hydro
Huge
assist, you'll be able to, and it's dangerous too. Like if your arm slips in and you're like cranked really hard, like you could break your wrist easily.
Yeah. I've definitely like whacked my fingers and stuff in
Yeah.
the wheel before, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It hurts.
So hydro assist, game changer. It'd be so nice. I'm
Yeah.
super jealous of that.
Yeah. And then I put long fields in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you just
So it's got long fields now.
you did long. So you were rocking the Island
Smurf.
Spec Smurfields,
Yeah.
which
So-
did really well for you.
Yeah, really good. I'm keeping them as spares. 'Cause
Yeah.
you gotta take them out with wheel because you still break long fields, but
Yeah, this has got a warranty.
yeah.
So you got the 30.
Lifetime warranty.
You got the 30 spline
Gun drilled.
gun drilled. Same set as same set.
Same set you got,
Yeah,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be good.
And another thing that I like
As
that you
much.
did is you so with the RAM on the hydro assist, you can change where your steering stops,
Yeah.
which is awesome for Burfields, I think, because
Yeah.
they always break when you're fully locked. So if
Yeah.
you lose a little bit of steering, but if you reduce that angle a little bit, you're less likely to snap them. I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I limited it so that it stops right as it's like just touching the leaves. So because I was rubbing on the leaves anyway, so
Right.
there's no point in
Yeah.
like, extending it any further because
Totally.
I'm just gonna hit the leaves.
Totally.
And I don't want to put wheel spacers on because then the wheels are gonna stuff into the cab again. And
Yeah.
so.
And if you guys haven't noticed, like this truck is super low. Like I don't think you could get a truck any lower on leaf springs.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe if you
Maybe
Frenched in
a bit.
it leaves a little bit, but like
the back, I will be lowering more.
yeah.
Because it's the
But
back's
like-
like an inch and a half, 2 inches high.
But like your clearances are so tight, like with
Mhm.
the steering and everything, it's like
yeah,
really
Yeah.
nice. It's clutch.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
See?
We'll see.
I've never wheeled anything like Island
Yeah.
Cup, so
Island Cup is insane, and it's completely different this year because it's a man-made course.
yeah, at Westshore Motorsports.
So Colby works at Westshore, and they're like it's their event.
Yeah,
They're hosting it. They're putting it on. It's at Western Speedway, and you're gonna spend Wednesday to Friday with a bunch of guys and excavators building the course.
yeah. Well, the owner of Westshore Spring is for sure.
Yeah, Corey's gonna be
Yeah.
building it.
Yeah, Corey, and we got a couple companies out there, excavating companies and craning companies. And stuff there.
You're gonna what do you got, like buses and vans and stuff? for
Yeah,
people?
we got 2 buses. We got a whole bunch of like concrete, like highway dividers and like big concrete culverts and stuff.
Crazy.
And then a bunch of rock and
Yeah.
trees, and there's a teeter-totter.
Oh, cool.
There's a teeter-totter with
Wow.
like a 7-foot tall pivot point. So yeah,
That's
it's gonna
crazy.
be terrifying.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be wild, and we're
Yeah.
filming this event, so like you guys are gonna see this truck and like dozens of others. There's like over 30 trucks, isn't there?
There's 55 registered competitors.
55 registered competitors in 3 different classes.
Yeah, so trail class, drag axle, which is basically anything without rear steer with a sticky compound tire.
Right.
There's a couple guys in there that don't have sticky compound, but they're like really good drivers.
Oh, they're going for
we
it?
bumped them into drag axle. They didn't have a
Interesting.
choice.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then rear steer class.
Rear steer class. So that's rear steer class is like full on, like unlimited budget, just like crazy stuff.
So the rear steer class, I think there's like 15 buggies and
Crazy.
then something like 20 and drag axle, and then however many.
So you're competing in the trail class.
trail class, yeah.
And there isn't like, there's no like tire size limits, is there? It's just,
Minimum 35s, I think. Is
okay,
the
so you gotta have a
smallest.
minimum 35,
Yeah.
but there's no max size.
44.
44.
Yeah. is the
Okay,
biggest.
but non-sticky.
Non-sticky.
Non-sticky,
intro class.
that's like
You cannot have a sticky intro class.
Cannot have a sticky trail class. And you have to have a cage.
Have to have a 6-point cage minimum.
Yeah.
And then I guess this is technically like an
8-point cage?
or 10-point cage or something, but yeah, you have to have a 6-point cage minimum, non-stickies, and
harnesses.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a timed event, so it's time trials. So
Yeah.
you got to get through the course.
You have a maximum of 7 minutes to do the course.
Right.
Yeah.
Shortest time wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not there trying to win. I'm just there to have fun.
Yeah, which is so rad. I mean, like, yeah, this is what, like the 15th year World Cup, 13th?
Something like
This
that.
since 06, I think, was the first one.
Yeah, around there, yeah.
And like, you watch the old videos, Pathmaker's got some sweet old videos, and it's always been just these like OG island spec Toyotas that have been holding it down.
Yep.
And you're the evolution of that.
Trying.
Yeah,
We're
sweet.
trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even have like, they were all rocking like 35s and 36s and 33s and stuff back
Yeah,
then.
well, the diffs and 33s.
Well,
yeah.
the diffs, stock
Yeah.
T cases, and just sending it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the rear steer class is bonkers.
Yeah.
It's like
Most of them are on
like
like 42 or 43 inch sticky.
with LS motors.
Actually, there's only a few with LS.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
Okay.
but most of them are still Toyota and Suzuki buggies and
Cool.
stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
evolved from way back in the day, and
Now they're on coilovers and link front and rear.
ORIs, and
Yeah.
most of them have ORIs now, it seems, and
Yeah.
air shocks, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It's gonna be really cool to see.
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. You cut the bed.
Yeah,
You cut the bed. Oh, not only did you cut it here, but you bobbed it.
yeah, it's 8.5 inches shorter.
Took 8.5 inches off the end of it,
Yeah,
and then I feel like you did what most guys want to do, but they have the identity crisis like me, where they still want to like
yeah.
use their bed for like camping, where you just went full
I'm
rock.
still going to.
You went full rock color. Well,
I will patch it all in and everything eventually, but
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
but you won't be sleeping back here anymore.
No.
No, ground tent for life.
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah.
So you gained a lot of up travel and down travel because you got a much bigger shock, and you got them vertical, which is
Yeah,
much
which is
nicer.
way better. Yeah, so I had 10-inch travel shocks in before, and they were at a stupid angle, and I think I had like 6 up and 4 down before.
Yeah.
Now I have 5 up and 7 down.
Nice.
So it should be a lot better.
Heck yeah. And these are Bilsteins. You had Ranchos in there before.
Yeah, Pro Comps or something.
This
whatever
is
they
his
were.
old shock.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
Yeah.
It did what it was supposed
I
to.
paid $12 a piece for those shocks.
That's-
so they lasted a year and a half, and
That's what it's
good
about.
enough.
Heck
And they're
yeah.
still fine.
Yeah.
They still work.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously.
Tied it into the cage.
Yeah. All tied into the cage, and made sure to put a slider window in it now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't have a slider window.
Those are a pain to install.
Yeah. Did you use the old
What's that?
string and soap?
Yeah.
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 Easy to get them out. Well,
Super easy to get it
yeah.
out.
Yeah. Bring them back in.
Yeah.
No, it's fun.
Yeah. We built the cage so it's set back just far enough that I should be able to still remove it if need be.
The window?
The window.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
So I can still swap the window when I break it.
Yes.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, all glass fails eventually.
Yep. Sure does.
Yeah. And then anything else happen in the rear? That was cage, rear shocks,
Rear shocks, bob the bed,
bob the bed.
cage. That's pretty much it.
Cool.
Not a ton of difference back here.
But performance.
Yeah.
This looks a little bit different than it did before.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? That's 3/16 plate?
Yeah, 3/16. And I pushed the trans and T-case up like 3.5 inches.
You pushed it up 3 inches.
Yeah.
So you-
into the cab.
So you gained 3 inches more
Yeah.
ground clearance. And you
Yeah.
can see like the whole, so the cross member. So we got like the cross member up here. Ties into the T-case with that plate that goes around it, both sides. And then this is also kind of like a cross
It's
member.
just floating, actually.
Oh, it is, eh?
Yeah.
It's just a massive skid plate.
Yeah. So
Thick boy.
necessary.
Thick boy. Yeah, especially necessary because how low you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Never really had any issues with hitting the T-case before, but I also will be wheeling this thing a lot harder than I was before. So
Yeah. Well, Colby's got a few things to finish up on this thing. Next time you see this truck, We're gonna be at the Island Cup. Don't mind Dom hammering things in the background.
It's gonna be good. We'll see you there.
We'll see you there.